Still managing your Outlook manually, sending emails one by one, copying and pasting the same information over and over again, stop wasting hours on repetitive tasks. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to automate your workflow by connecting Microsoft Outlook to your self-hosted N8N account. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to automate your emails, manage contacts, sync calendars, and so much more, all on autopilot. Let's dive in. All right, let's get started. First, we need to add the Outlook node to our N8N workflow. Click the plus button right here in your N8N canvas. Now search for Outlook in the search bar, and there it is. Select the Outlook node from the results. Once you open the node, you'll see several powerful options available. Calendar actions for managing your schedule, contact actions for handling your contacts, draft actions for working with email drafts, email actions for sending and receiving emails, and many more automation possibilities. For this tutorial, we'll select send a message to show you how to automate your email sending process. And now here's where most people get stuck. The credentials section, don't worry, I'll walk you through every single step. In the credentials section, you'll notice we need several things: an auth redirect URL, an authorization URL, an access token URL, and most importantly, a client ID and a client secret. These are the keys that will allow N8N to securely connect to your Microsoft Outlook account. So where do we get these credentials? Let's head over to Microsoft Azure and set everything up. First, open the N8N Outlook node documentation. You can find this in the node itself or in the N8N documentation website. Navigate to the Register Application section. Here you'll find a link to the Microsoft Application Registration Portal. Click on this link and it will take you directly to Microsoft Azure. Now select the Microsoft account you want to use for this integration. Make sure it's the account associated with the Outlook you want to automate. Once you're in Microsoft Azure, look for app registrations in the left sidebar. This is where we'll create our integration. Click on New Registration to begin the setup process. All right, now we need to configure our application. First, give your application a name. I'll call mine N8N integration. You can name it whatever makes sense for your workflow. Next, we need to select the supported account types. This determines who can use this application. I recommend selecting the third option, accounts in any organizational directory and personal Microsoft accounts. This gives you the most flexibility. Now here's a critical step, the redirect URL. Select web as your platform. Then go back to your N8N Outlook node and copy the OAuth redirect URL. It should look something like this. Paste this URL into the redirect URL field in Azure. This tells Microsoft where to send users after they authenticate. Double check that you've copied it correctly. Any typo here will cause connection errors. Once everything looks good, click register to create your application. Perfect, your application is now registered. After registration, you'll see your application's overview page. This page contains several important pieces of information: the display name, the application client ID, the object ID, and the directory tenant ID. For our N8N integration, we specifically need the application client ID. This is also sometimes called just the application ID. Copy this ID. You can click the copy icon right next to it. Now head back to your N8N Outlook node and paste this ID into the client ID field. Great, we're halfway there. Now we need to get the client secret. Now for the client secret, in the left sidebar of your Azure application, navigate to Certificates and Secrets. This is where we'll generate a secure key for N8N to authenticate with Microsoft. Click on New Client Secret. Now enter a description for this secret. I recommend something like N8N integration, so you remember what it's for. Next, you need to select an expiration period. Microsoft recommends 180 days for security purposes. You can choose longer, but remember, when it expires, you'll need to create a new one and update your N8N workflow. I'll select 180 days, click Add to create the secret. Now this is extremely important, so pay close attention. You'll see two things, a secret ID and a value. You need to copy the value, not the secret ID, and you need to copy it right now because Microsoft will only show it to you once. If you navigate away from this page, you'll never see this value again and you'll have to create a new secret. So copy the value right now. Got it? Good. Now paste this value into the client secret field in your N8N Outlook node. We are almost there. Now that we have both the client ID and client secret configured, it's time to connect your account. Click the Connect My Account button in your N8N node. This will redirect you to Microsoft's authorization page. Don't be alarmed, this is completely normal and secure. Microsoft is asking you to review and approve the permissions that N8N is requesting. Take a moment to review these permissions. They typically include things like reading and sending emails, accessing your calendar, and managing contacts. These are exactly what we need for automation. When you're ready, click Accept to grant these permissions. You'll be automatically redirected back to N8N, and there we go. You should see a success message. Your Outlook account is now successfully connected to N8N. The hard part is done. Now let's test it to make sure everything works perfectly. Let's send a test email to verify everything is working correctly. In your Outlook node, you'll see several configuration options. First, make sure the operation is set to send a message. Now let's fill in the details. In the To field, enter the recipient's email address. You can use your own email to test. For the subject line, enter something like test from N8N automation, and in the message body, write your test message. I'll write, this is a test email sent automatically from my N8N workflow. Perfect. Now comes the moment of truth. Click Execute node to run this automation. N8N will now connect to your Outlook account and send this email. Watch as it processes. And there we go. Success. Check your email inbox. You should receive the test email within seconds. Congratulations. Your Microsoft Outlook integration with N8N is now complete and fully functional. If you found this tutorial helpful and want to master more automations like this, I have something special for you. Join our exclusive school community where you'll get access to step-by-step automation tutorials just like this one, ready to use N8N workflow templates that you can import and use immediately, live Q&A sessions where I answer your automation questions, exclusive tips and tricks to save hours every week, and a supportive network of automation enthusiasts who are on the same journey as you. Stop doing manual work.